Oh, okay, it kind of worked right here. Shoot, let me raise this back up. Mm. All right, all right, all right, all right. What's going on, Play Gang? Man, Micah's back with another video. Back here with a sad note, understandable note, but a sad note nonetheless. That we are finally upon the ending days of Marvel's Avengers. Woo! What an interesting, almost 2.5 years it has been, and the fact that they chose September to be the final finale, if you will. That's a double negative. The finale of Marvel's Avengers in September would make it 3 years uh, that this game had ran. It's sad. It's sad for me, many reasons, of course. First, let's start off with the good. What are the things that we did enjoy? First of all, this music was epic. The storyline for this game was epic. The Kamala story that they built was great. The baseline story was good, right? Let's just start there. What they were trying to set up for the game was good in terms of the story with Kamala, Inhumans, the Kree, Captain Marvel that was supposed to show up. And it would be nice that maybe they do hit us with a surprise at the March, final update 2.8, or even sometime around September. Maybe they do hit us with one final surprise of like one or two more heroes, maybe one more piece of story content. That would be nice. Don't expect it, of course, because they pretty much did tell us that nothing is coming outside of 2.8. But maybe they do hit us with a surprise. You never know. Maybe with the reception of people, sad but also understandable. That's the reason why this game has to conclude the way it does. The game was going to have it had a good tracking line for the story. What else was good? For the most part, the outfits were good. There was a lot of good decisions they made with a lot of the MCU outfits, a lot of their own custom outfits that they made. Those were really good. Of course, not all was well. I mean, you could say they were probably batting at about a 75, 80% success rate for each outfit on total success. They had some deviated outfits from certain original outfits, whether it was MCU or comic book related, that did kind of rub some of us fans a little, you know, off-putting. But for the most part, the outfits hit in this game. What else hit? The combat, the being able to play the game was very good, and to couple that with the heroes and the hero selection, I think was really good. Yes, there could have been some tweaks to differentiate Lady Thor and Thor, of course. I think they did a decent job with Hawkeye and Kate Bishop. But I think the heroes they chose to start off wasn't that bad. Of course, that was a deviated plan, but I think they handled the heroes well. Bucky, of course, being a summation or a combination of all the heroes put into one. I think that was good. I think the Super Adaptoid, some of the in-game content was pretty good too. The DLCs we got, War for Wakanda was good. Hawkeye's and Kate Bishop's story was good. I think the raid was okay, right? It wasn't bad, but it was okay, and I think in large part that was because of the bugs, and that's what made it longer than what it needed to be. But the raid was good, and I think the rotating events were good. I think they of course could have added more, but I think those were good. Some of those core concepts that they had for this game was solid, was good. Let's go ahead and kind of jump into the game, because we know an update that dropped today was an update that kind of included some traversal updates. We know Hulk jumps a little bit higher. We will see if Black Panther and Cap run faster. We'll see what was added there. Of course, I am leveling up my Hulk right now. He's at power level 167, aiming for 175. I'm still gonna baseline all my heroes at 175 before I aim for 185, and that was part of the fix too, allowing the stat growth and the gear to properly update and grow each hero. And again, in that part, with some of the revisions or modifications they made down the road, the gear was actually pretty good in this game. Now, of course, the downside was you couldn't stat roll and try to change. You know, some of those stats were locked. But I think the gear overall was still good. It looked like they were going to attempt to do loadouts since they did put it here, but that didn't come to fruition. But overall, I would say that that stuff was good, and the amount of people we met in this game was also really good. Let me go ahead and pull up the stream because some of you guys might be in here and I don't even know. Uh, let's see. Now we got one watching. Oh, I don't know what my name is. What's going on? I don't know what my name should be. He's still here in the building. Good to see you. Good hearing from you. So yeah, like I said, being able to meet people like, I don't know what the name should be, some of the people I met in chat, some of the people I met playing the game, it still built a relatively strong core community. You could call it niche because people did start dropping out, or it didn't grow as much as it could have. So from that perspective, the core that was here was still solid, rocking with the game despite its struggles and its challenges. So I will say, because of the Marvel IP that it was, it kept people locked in. But that's the good. Now, what's the bad? What's really the reasons why this game didn't go anywhere? Bugs. It probably wasn't ready at launch, and we're going to get into some of that as well. And the inconsistencies from Crystal Dynamics themselves in terms of communication, post-launch content, delays, postpones. Some of the content that did drop was half-baked or was not as strong as it should have been. And again, I think you could say the hero element of it, as good as it was, it still could have been also varied. I think those were the core elements that failed this game for sure. But let's get into the real reason why this game did not succeed, in my humble opinion. I don't know what my name should be. Says, why, Farewell? You're not gonna play it anymore? I'm gonna get into that. Stick around, okay? I'm gonna get into it. We're gonna test out some of these jumping mechanics. I think I'm gonna switch my hero first. I want to see if Black Panther and Cap run faster. I don't know if this was the full traversal update either. It stands to reason that we could get some more traversal updates in the final 2.8 update, which drops March 31st for those who don't know. And of course, the ongoing thing with this game was just bugs everywhere. Even on their website, when trying to check out the war table, there was bugs with that too, right? So it was just bugged out, you know. But we're gonna get into the reason why I think this game ultimately failed. Let me go ahead and change my hero to Black Panther real quick. Of course, I got the iconic on him because it's fire like that. I haven't really worn the shadow physics in a while, but you know, I gotta just jump into my typical. You know, we're gonna go here because we're gonna get some stuff there real quick. But let's go ahead and jump into a drop zone just to see if he runs any faster. Alright, 4 people in the chat. Hopefully y'all doing well. Good to see you guys come through. I know it's a unfortunate title that I have, but that's why I left it as a question mark, because it does depend on you guys if you guys still want to watch it or not. Maybe we could still build a community here playing this game, even though there's not a lot of content. You know, maybe we'll see. It depends on what you guys want to see. You know, what you guys want, because that's why it's sad for me, because I was really trying to build my channel off of course, Marvel, Star Wars, pop culture, but Marvel's Avengers was really at the heart of my channel here, and so at least I still have Spider-Man to fall on, Wolverine to fall on, but Marvel's Avengers was something still seems like he runs relatively the same pace. Oops. Got him. Bow. It's been a while since I played this game, I'll tell you that much. Woo! Look at that. Now the camera makes it look like he's running a little faster though, doesn't it? Look like they give you it's alright. Alright, so you guys want to know the real reason why I think this game failed? I'm gonna give you my reason right after we do this drop zone. Right after we do this drop zone. I'm gonna give you my reason why I think this game failed.
Scientists defeat AIM's forces.
Wow. Ooh. Got him. Oh, who is hitting me? They not ready for this? Oof, oof, oof. Oh, okay. Who wants some? Woo. Still got my percussive blast. I still got Bash Chosen. How did you just miss everybody?
Scientists are safe.
Easy work, baby. Easy work. All right. Is it because Spider-Man didn't come out on Xbox? Yeah, that was. So here's how I feel about that. I don't know. I think what Crystal Dynamics should have did was drop an exclusive hero for Xbox.
Good job, Avengers.
And it could have been a green hero just to signify for Xbox and their color green. It could have been like, it could have been something like, I mean, like Hulk, right? Like as much as Hulk is a public character, Spider-Man is like the most beloved hero, right? And yet he was locked to PlayStation. So you got to bring some level of equality and maybe exclusivize Hulk to Xbox, or Doctor Strange or something like that. Maybe one of the Hawkeyes was exclusive to Xbox. Like they should have balanced it out from that perspective, or freed up Spider-Man on Xbox too. Given that the game ended, Sony should have allowed that kind of flexibility for Xbox, in my opinion. So I don't know if it was that as much as it was just a lack of content, bugs, inconsistency, and ultimately no support. And that's why this game ultimately failed. And it wasn't support from us, the support from Square Enix. I think Square Enix failed this game tremendously. I'm talking about Square Enix is probably the #1 reason why this game failed. And then when it didn't meet their expectations, because let's be real, Square Enix is Final Fantasy and anime-based games. Like that's what Square Enix does. Which is why a lot of their other properties, their other games don't do that well. Saints Row didn't do well. This game didn't do well. Most people's eyes, Guardians of the Galaxy did very well, but to Square Enix it didn't. Yet Guardians of the Galaxy got like 8 and 8.5 out of 10 across the board. So Square Enix, I don't know what they were thinking trying to get a Marvel property and at that too, and thought it was just gonna be like some massive global success because the movies did well. The minute this didn't do as well in their eyes, they cut funding to Crystal Dynamics and this game and basically dropped them off in Nowhereville. And then the support for this game started to dwindle on their side, like from Crystal's side, because they weren't getting no support from Square Enix. And then you couple that with Square Enix selling them off to Embracer Group after they've basically already failed. They don't have the money, they on their last leg. What was Embracer Group supposed to really do, right? It's a failing game. There's not a lot of support. It's a small team supporting the game. You get rid of Brian Ragnar, who was basically the guy who kept this game together by it seems. You get rid of him, and what do you have? Now officially a dead game. So I think it's those surrounding Square Enix. And Square Enix, of course, has fault in this too for not sticking to their guns, right? In terms of if you weren't going to do pay-to-win features basically with the boost, right? The XP boost, the paid XP boost, and you should have done it, period, right? And really fought against that because that was a promise you made, and Square Enix should not have made them break that promise. So that was a problem there, right? And then Square Enix pushing them to release this game in a bad year. 2020 was a bad year, we know. The ultimate bug was out here plaguing everybody. So the game gets delayed from May to September, probably in part because of that. But then you still forced them to drop it in September. This game was not ready to drop in September. This game probably should have waited until the following May to drop, at least to squash a lot of the bugs. But the problem that we see being with this game for almost 3 years now, 2.5, right, is the fact that the engine they used to build this game was stupid bad. Like, I don't know why they chose that engine to make this game because that's what presented them the most of the issues. Hair clipping, outfit clipping, cape clipping, right? The game breaking when you would. That's why we couldn't get Stormbreaker, right? The engine that they used to build this game was trash, and that also led to a lot of the problems that they just could not overcome. So I think those are the reasons why this game failed. Crystal Dynamics is less of the issue, and it's the surrounding factors around Crystal that failed them and this game. And I think that's really the root of the problem. And I wish that Square or Crystal could have got a better shake in this game. Frankly, I mean, one of the things that I continue to advocate for really is build a sequel, do a Marvel's Avengers 2 to continue the story, to finish the at least finish the Kree invasion with Captain Marvel and all that. Bring all these heroes back, add another couple heroes, Captain Marvel included. Finish the Kree invasion, and with this game being built on a way better engine, built probably exclusively for PS5 too, so that will also cure a lot of problems. If you do all that and the game launches with minimal to no bugs, and the life trajectory will improve from that perspective, I guarantee you'll have a lot more people sticking around, and this game could easily fall into the same category as like No Man's Sky and whatever other game was out there, and what Anthem almost was gonna become a comeback kid, right? We all was voting for this game to come back, just like No Man's Sky did. No Man's Sky took some years before it finally became the game it is now, winning or being nominated for awards and being beloved in people's eyes. But let's not forget that the first 2 years or so of that game was not it. People was ready for that game to be a dead game, and yet they stuck it through. And I wish that they would have gave this property a better try, a better effort, right? Um, so of course, I still hope that we could get a sequel. I definitely hope we could get a sequel built on Unreal Engine 5 or something like that, right? Something that is good. Maybe they tailor back on the multiplayer aspect, or it has the join in progress. It's got the patrol mode, but actually expansive and big. Something like Anthem, like just open world fun. They actually bring those elements to Marvel's Avengers 2. Bring the stuff that they already had, bring the loadouts, cheapen the skins, right? Charge less for the skins and also charge for DLC, so that way you can actually make money and support yourself. I think that was a bad idea to do free DLC when you weren't dropping DLC that, well, not even that you weren't dropping it that often, but it ended up not being a great way to monetize the game. So pay DLC, much cheaper skins, and now you have a constant source of revenue as long as you're supporting the game with content. So you're incentivized to make content, and we're incentivized to buy the content. It's a false hope probably, but I hope that when they're finished with Tomb Raider, they will revisit a sequel for this game, and it's going to be day and night of a difference in terms of quality and excellence between Marvel's Avengers and said Marvel's Avengers sequel. Of course, that's a hope of mine. I don't know if that's going to be the case, but I hope that we can get that in the near future of this game. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch my hero to Hulk, so that way I can get a few extra little pieces of gear. So farewell to Marvel's Avengers. Am I still going to play the game? That's largely up to you guys. If you guys still want to see me play it, I will still bring it here. I'll probably even play the game when around the time Marvel movies and TV shows drop, right? So that way we can talk about the Marvel movies and TV shows. I will still play the game and probably stream it as I continue to level all my heroes up to power level 185 ultimately. And if it is said true that we're not getting any more content and I have now completed the game in its entirety, again, it will be up to you guys if you guys still want to see me play the game once I have completed everything, such as getting the power level 185. So if you guys are down for that, then yeah, of course I'll keep playing the game. But if you're not, then of course I'm gonna have to find a way to move on to greater pastures. I don't know what I want to really play. That would be something ongoing because that's kind of hard on my end. Of course, when Jedi Survivor drops, Star Wars, I'll probably stream that. Spider-Man 2 drops, I'll stream that. I'll probably stream Wolverine or something like those type of games. Of course, I'll probably bring to the channel. But in terms of something ongoing, I don't know what I could play that you guys may be interested in. So you guys would have to let me know. But he said play FIFA. I'm not. I mean, FIFA wasn't that hard to get into. So I might drop a game in here and there. I don't have it though, so that's something I'd have to consider as well. So yeah, that's gonna be largely dependent on you guys. If you guys want to see that, of course. Um, what? Defeat enemies with heavy attacks while it's active. Okay. Defeat combatants with grabbed enemy. They always want to make it stupid. So with Hulk, I gotta do grabbed enemies, takedowns, and heavy attacks. This is so silly. So I get one superior piece and one discordant piece, but I don't know if it's superior because it doesn't say. This is collect vibranium, defeat enemies with heroic attacks. Um, Complete vibranium threat sectors with at least one other player in the strike team. So I gotta bring people in. They've already given me hit enemies with attacks infused with vibranium damage. So that I'll have to, hook people up with. But it also looks like you only get one piece of gear. See, and that's the problem. Not all the events were really all that fair in terms of giving you gear, because this one gives you basically 1 to 2 pieces, and that's it. Then in the Tachyon Anomaly event, you can get like 8 to 9, 10 pieces of gear, and then with the Cosmic event, you might get 2 to 4 pieces of gear. Like you should get more gear than what they you know essentially waste their time with. Now, do I have vibranium on him? I do. Light combo finishers and power attacks deal vibranium, so I can still do this. Well, I'm gonna play a mission or two and then I'm gonna jump off. I just wanted to come back, give you guys my thoughts on the game, and then give you guys my thoughts about how I'm gonna approach playing the game going forward. Of course, I want to play for you guys, and I'm gonna play as much as I can. Get in this game as complete as possible, and then from there it's up to y'all if y'all want to see me play
We've
it.
had word that AIM
So
has sent
that's where I'll
bounty
leave that.
hunters
But
into urban
let me
areas
know
to search
in the
for
live chat in the comment
Inhumans.
section below if you guys want to see
Some
me
have
play the
been
game
sent to
still.
Jersey City.
Let me know how you guys feel
It's
about the
imperative that
game.
you
Are you
stop
gonna
them.
miss the game? Do you hope that they bring something
I will
new
scan the area
before
for AIM
calling it
signatures
quits?
and update
Right.
your HUD. Be on
Do you
your
think they
guard.
could? The industry should continue trying to develop superhero games on this kind of level. We see Gotham Knights didn't do that well. We see that Suicide Squad now is in question because it's supposed to have multiplayer aspect, right? And then of course Marvel's Avengers. Should they keep trying to make,
There are
you know,
Inhumans caught in a
bulk
standoff up ahead. Backup has
superhero
arrived.
games in
Protect those
multiplayer
Inhumans.
fashion, or just stick to linear stories, semi-open world stories like a Spider-Man? All right, all right. Wow. Boom, 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 boom. Ah! Now this is what I like to do, right? I just hit the reload checkpoint so that way I could get this done. He said Messi or
There are
Ronaldo. Did they
Inhumans
change
caught
Jarvis?
in a standoff up ahead.
No, they didn't charge. They didn't change him.
Backup has arrived. Protect those Inhumans.
Oh, he does. Now I wish he jumped further too, though. Not just higher, but further would have been nice. Give me the vibranium damage. Give me that vibranium damage. Ooh, I was trying to grab him. Let's try it one more time before it before it saves me. All right.
There are Inhumans caught in a
All right,
standoff
good.
up ahead.
So if we come back in here and we check objectives, we'll see that for Hulk, we got 2 out of 50 with the rage. We got no takedowns, no grabbed enemies, of course. Check this. We're at 34 of 200 and 31 hitting enemies with vibranium damage. So 31 enemies. So I guess you gotta hit 3,000
Backup
enemies.
has arrived.
I see some.
Protect those
Dang, he definitely jumps high, but he needs to jump far. Take him out, take him out, take him out, take him out, take him out. Whew. Hulk no play no game. Oof. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Ooh. Got him. Oh, y'all gonna try and come over here, huh? Woo! That thunderclap ain't no joke.
A team of watchdogs is in the vicinity.
Alright.
I've sent their location to your HUD.
He definitely jumps higher. I just wish he jumped further. I mean, he does, but it's just like... Hulk no play no game. Alright, that worked. I don't even care about collecting anything right now. I just want to try to get that done.
Neutralize the
He
watchdog.
sounds different. Maybe you ain't seen him in a while. He sounds the same to me.
The watchdog's agent is down. Another watchdog has been neutralized.
Where is he at?
Another bounty hunter is down. The watchdog's team has been defeated.
Alright, that worked.
Excellently done. I've
Excellently
located
done.
captive Inhumans.
Yeah, no, Jarvis still
They're
sounds
being
the
kept
same.
in portable cells. You'll have to
Name
break
should
them
be.
out.
Well, to be honest, I haven't played since Spider-Man came out. Yeah, see, it's been a while since you heard him. But nah, he still sounds the same. Woo!
The
Where am I
clusters
going?
ahead are interconnected molecules of a volatile metal I cannot identify.
I forgot about
You'll have to destroy them all or they'll regrow. A cluster has regrown. You must destroy them all or they will keep coming back.
Alright. Come on. Come on.
The clusters have been destroyed. I will use this
As
data
they
to
should
attempt
have
to
been.
identify their component molecules.
Alright, that's where I wanted to go. In here. Hold up. Where everybody at? So no one gonna show up over here, huh? Okay. Oof, he definitely gets high now. Woo! He gets high in the sky. Somebody else want it? You can get it.
Initiating combat. Secret weapon.
That worked. Alright, that worked. Alright, there's one. I forgot we gotta do all this and for corruptive. Hey, you gotta do a lot of work for corrupted vibranium events. I don't even remember being over here.
vein of corrupted vibranium has been destroyed.
Alright,
I'm
yeah.
kinda disappointed it's over.
I don't think there's anything. I thought there was 2 or 3 here. I can't remember though.
I've detected
Yeah,
another
I thought
pocket
so.
of corrupted vibranium.
Oh man, he gets up there.
The clusters absorb kinetic energy and use it as a kind of temporary shield. When in this state, they cannot be destroyed. This vein of corrupted vibranium has been destroyed.
Alright, good. He destroyed it all. Thank you, Jarvis. Alright, what we got going on here? So you gonna keep playing the game now that the game is officially done? Name should be? Or
There they are.
you interested in still
You
watching
need
other
to
people
destroy
play
the
it?
locking mechanisms to
That's
open
really the
cell.
question.
Night, sweetheart.
Who else wants some? Oh, I need takedowns too. Too many, but I need takedown.
This one is open. That did it.
Alright.
Theo, work your magic.
We're safe now. Inhumans.
Oh, oh. Oh man. I still got something.
I'm beaming with pride.
Ready? No, not ready.
The cell is open.
No, not ready. No. Now where am I? Got me all discombobulated. It definitely gets high, I'll tell you that. You wanna collect these health? Alright. I ain't got time for this.
The cells are all
I ain't got
open.
time for all that.
Nice work.
Whew. I appreciate most of y'all, some of y'all showing up for the chat. I mean, showing up, at least, you know, watching. It was nice hearing from at least one of you guys. Name should be. Still haven't finished God of War Ragnarok. I'm playing that. I'm probably about halfway through that now, maybe 60%. Talk about a tough game. I'm playing on Give Me God of War, so when I get when New Game Plus arrives, I'm gonna play that on, you know, like normal. I know like the playing New Game Plus, even if you play it on like normal or whatever, there is a level of difficulty that's raised. So I'm definitely gonna play on like normal after accomplishing beating it on Give Me God of War, just so I can just kind of play it through and mainline the game because I have all my gear, so that way I can just pay attention to the story. That's what I would like to do. Let's see what we got going on. Nothing that I don't need. That's why you get a bunch of gear that's pertaining to all this fun jazz. All this fun jazz. All this fun jazz. Fun jazz. Alright. It's gonna be hard to top that piece I got right now. This is proficiency, intensity, precision. Why is Hulk not getting might based stuff? Like, so I said it's gonna be hard to top the piece that I have. It's gonna be real hard. It's gonna be real hard. You know what I'm saying? It's real hard. Bro, aiming. Like, you just got this. It don't make no sense for Hulk. Alright. You see his gear is pretty high. It's just his, what's not high for him is his, whatchamacallit. What's not high are these. He would be in power level 170 easy if these were a lot higher, because you see his gear is about to be tapped out. What am I trying to do here? 14 of 50, 1 of 20, 9 of 25. Well, just go right back to that mission, because it's the easiest way to handle some of this. 101 of 40, which is good. Okay. 83 of 200, that's not going to be hard to accomplish. Complete by, yeah, so at least one other player in the group, which sucks, but once I feel like mainlining, that's what I'll do. I guess I could go be Black Panther to finish that bottom one off with the vibranium damage, but I want to get Hulk finished first before I think about switching heroes to accomplish any of this. So, yeah, I'm gonna do one. I'm gonna do the same mission one more time for y'all, because this is basically a cheat code if you want to accomplish a lot of damage, a lot of enemies real fast. Doing this place, and we're back. Doing this place with any hero, you get a lot of your mission chain events done fast. Alright, like I said, faster. Proper
We've
little
had word
faster.
that AIM has sent bounty hunters into urban areas to search for Inhumans. Some have been sent to Jersey City. It's imperative that you stop them. I will scan the area for AIM
I just went to go look
and
at some
update
of
your
like
HUD.
the
Be
group
on your
chats and
guard.
or the parties, and a lot of people either left the party, like the Avengers parties, or they're like, "Hey, it was fun while it lasted. I'll see you in Suicide Squad," or I'm waiting on Dead Island. Like a lot of people really are kind of starting to fade off the game now they know it's about to be done.
There are Inhumans caught in a
Man.
standoff up ahead. Backup has
This
arrived.
game has so much
Protect those
potential,
Inhumans.
man. There's so much upside, but sometimes it's not how the cookie crumbles. Alright. Alright. Knew I was gonna get that, no problem. Give me that heavy attack, baby, with the rage. Woo. 141,000 from that slam? You've got to be kidding me. Sorry. All y'all wiped out. Woo.
They're safe.
Hey, they better be.
A team of watchdogs is in the vicinity.
They better be
I've sent their
safe.
location to your HUD.
Look at all these heroic orbs. It's raining. Raining on them. I'd rather make my way around. Woo. It's kind of nice watching like how each jump, up until about 3 jumps, like you see it pick up momentum. Nope. Get off of me.
Why don't you guys take a break?
Alright.
neutralize the Watchdogs unit.
I ain't got time for you. I ain't got time for y'all.
A Watchdogs agent is down. Another bounty hunter is down.
Where is he at? Oh, I was trying to get that takedown.
Excellently done.
Oh, that was mean.
I've located captive Inhumans. They're being kept in portable cells. You'll have to break them out.
Ooh. Oh man, be jumping.
The clusters ahead are interconnected molecules of a volatile metal I cannot identify. You'll have to destroy them all or they'll regrow.
It's taking a minute to grow. Why are they? Oh, well. Wow. Look at that. I could restart. But that's a problem, right? Where those are the bugs, part of the bugs we was talking about.
I've located captive Inhumans.
Where am I? Oh, okay.
They're being kept in portable cells.
Part of the bugs
You'll
we
have
was
to
talking
break them
about.
out.
All these updates, all these supposed bugs that you squash, but then those bugs still exist.
The clusters ahead are interconnected molecules of a volatile metal I cannot identify. You'll have to destroy them all or they'll regrow.
Alright.
A cluster has regrown. You must destroy them all or they will keep coming back.
Alright, good team. Appreciate that, team. And why are you not collecting these? Let's see. Let's see. Ooh. Get your butt up there. Off of me. Got him. Got him.
I've detected another pocket of corrupted vibranium.
I got time for you.
The clusters absorb kinetic
what?
energy and use it as a kind of temporary shield. When in this state, they cannot be destroyed.
Another one. There's another one down here.
I've detected another pocket of corrupted
Thank
vibranium.
you, Jarvis. You gotta keep saying it.
Clusters have been destroyed. I will use this data to attempt to identify their component molecules.
Alright. That sounds all dandy. Yeah, y'all ain't really doing none of that. Alright, that works. Gotta beat robots with robots. I'm wondering if all the
There they are.
they're gonna release
You'll
the
need to
ability to
destroy the
scale
locking
the
mechanisms
gear a
to
lot
open the
faster
cell.
after got him. That's interesting. Now, how did you? Alright, Hulkbuster. Help me out.
The cell is open. Get behind!
It's not counting towards anything. Alright,
The cells are all open.
alright, well, hopefully I gave you guys like a nice little cheat code, cheat sheet on how you can kind of complete your mission objectives a little bit faster for those who still want to play the game. Right? It is kind of interesting playing the game right now. I'm feeling the immediate want to stop playing, knowing I'm like not going anywhere with this. So it's going to be an interesting challenge. You know, this is going to be more of a discipline type challenge to see the mission through. Get all my heroes at 185. It will be a lot faster because they're going to release the time gate and like the cap. So hopefully OLTs will be nice with villain sectors. The raids and all that, that will give you high like scaling gear. You know, well, I don't know about the villain sector, the elite villain sector. It should, like the elite villain sector and the elite vaults, and shoot, even for that matter, the vaults and the regular villain sectors. Hopefully they include those to provide higher scaling level gear, so that way, you know, that makes the process a whole lot faster, a whole lot better, because that's what I'm looking forward to. Because then it will make it more enticing to play the game, level up my heroes, and have fun from that perspective, instead of having this wait and wait and wait and like, no, anybody trying to do all that. So hopefully we'll see that, because that will make this a fun game. Fun game. Oh, Rage Boon, I like that. I don't want to lose my Valor though. That's the only thing I don't like about that. Alright. Oh, that was it. What's the progress we made now? You see I got plenty of units, so if I go back to Helicarrier, because I forgot to check before, maybe there's more outfits for Bucky in there. Look at this, barely made any, okay, so defeat combatants with grabbed enemies. I'm surprised I made it that far, but 4 more and I'm done with that. Then it's just takedowns, and then heavy attacks while Rage is active, just slamming the ground, you know what I'm saying? It might be power attacks, but if I just try and lift up the ground on people, that should work. So hopefully I will complete that, but this stuff will be done in the background, for sure. 192, I'm surprised I didn't get the 200 on this, but you know, it is what it is. I'm almost there with the heroic attacks. Got a good long bit to go on the vibranium damage, so yeah, they made this unnecessarily difficult, and like hopefully they don't try to pull some weird stunt like that where they drag them, like they change the rotating events and drag them out to like further people's interest in playing the game like that. Oh, please don't do that. Please don't do that. I heard somebody say it very well. This game is the perfect podcast game, because that's really how I treated this game when I wasn't playing on stream. I would just sit back, play the game, and listen to podcasts, listen to long form content, catch up on YouTube videos, catch up on Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus. I would sit here, play the game, and have that play in the background, because largely there's not a lot of dialogue you have to pay attention to, and if you're playing online, you'd be cautious, because if you're playing with people you don't know, do they know how to play the raid? Do they know how to play the OLT? And if they did, you could stay in the silence because everybody knows what they're doing. But when you play with noobs or people that didn't know what they were doing, that's the time when it kind of would not be as fun, because now you got to go and kind of check into the mic and be like, yo, do this, do that. But this was a perfect podcast game where you could sit back, throw the game on, and listen to your podcast, watch your videos, and be entertained by something else entirely while you're playing the game. That's what this game really was, and that's probably what's going to help me in the background playing this, because of course, not every time I play this, I'm only playing on stream. I'll probably be playing this in the background. Certainly, once I'm finished with God of War Ragnarok, I'll make that more of a mission to come back, level up all my heroes. And if you guys are not interested in watching this gameplay anymore, then of course, by all means, I have no incentive to really play it other than when Marvel content drops. I'll feel inspired to probably want to play it. But even then, I don't think that will be enough for me to keep this on my hard drive because, of course, PlayStation doesn't give you a lot of leeway when it comes to storage. So this game is, keeping around 100 to 120 gigs of space on my hard drive. I can get rid of this and have plenty of space to download other games. So, and I'm always constantly rotating games out, trying games, deleting them, trying games, deleting them. So, freeing my storage up from this game will help me have more fun playing other games as well. So it's just all, of course, dependent on if you guys want to see me play the game still or not. If you don't, I'm good with that. If you do, I'm good with that. Because I still have fun playing the game. I should get me some, I mean, I'll definitely be playing with Iron Man. I might even save Iron Man as my last hero I play with. Like, I'll play with everybody else and save Iron Man for the last run of leveling him up to 185 and concluding my playthrough as Iron Man. I'm probably gonna do that, and I even be a stream, be like my last Marvel's Avengers stream until further notice, or unless new content drops. Right? I'll do it something like that, and we're gonna rock out as Iron Man and sail off into the skies. So hopefully you guys appreciate the stream. Hope you guys appreciate my take, my perspective or opinion as to why this game failed, why we didn't get the game we wanted, why we didn't get the content or the heroes, the vision that we thought we saw with the game as well. But it doesn't mean it's completely over until after this year, after next year. If there's no more Avengers talk, period, then we know the game is officially done. But there is a glimmer of hope as the Avengers feel when they're facing their villains, when they're facing adversity. There's that glimmer of hope. What did Poe Dameron say? We are the spark that lights the fire. uh, I would like to believe that the community that played this game was somewhat of a spark that could potentially keep this game relevant or reignite flames to want to support it or support a sequel, you know. But all hopes and dreams. We'll find out what comes true. But your man Micah signing out. And until the next video live stream, wait for it and keep it gaming.